Let's go ahead and take a look now at a more complicated example of factoring a difference of squares. So this time we're going to look at 81 x to the 6th minus 49y to the 28th. Okay, so just like before, what we want to do is take this thing here, express it as something squared, take this thing here and express it as something squared. So 81 is 9 times 9, which is 9 squared. Now how about the 49? 49 is 7 times 7, which is 7 squared. Now what about the variables here? So x to the 6th, well, we know 6 is 3 times 2, so x to the 6th is going to be x cubed squared. And y to the 28th, oops. Well, 28 we know is 14 times 2, so y to the 28th is going to be y to the 14th squared. Okay, so what this tells us then is that 81x to the 6th is equal to the quantity 9x cubed squared. Why is that? Well, because this 9 squared gives us the 81, and x cubed squared gives us the x to the 6th. That's what we found out by doing all this work down here. And then we have minus, okay, minus here, 49y to the 28th. Well, we know that that's going to be the quantity 7 from here, y to the 14th from here, oops, and then that whole thing is squared. Okay. And again, why is that true? Well, because if we take the 7 and square it, we get that 49 here. And if we take this y to the 14th and square it, then we get this y to the 28th. Okay. So now we can, now that we have something squared and something else squared, we can apply this formula here. We just have to identify what's our a and what's our b. So let's clear some space to work with here. Okay. So what's a and what's b? Well, here's our a. Okay, the whole thing inside the parentheses, that is our a. And over here is our b. The whole thing inside of the parentheses is our b. So our a is 9x cubed, and our b is 7y to the 14th. So now we can just use those directly in this formula here. So the formula tells us when we factor a squared minus b squared, we should get the quantity a minus b times the quantity a plus b. Well, a is 9x cubed, so a minus b is going to be 9x cubed minus 7y to the 14th, and then a plus b is going to be 9x cubed, that's our a, plus 7y to the 14th, that's our b. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So when we use this formula here, the difference of squares formula, we're going to end up, when we use that to factor this expression here, we end up with this.